So my inspiration for the bike videos, we recently had Bike to Work Day here in Alameda, and I don't have to bike to work, so I bike around and do photos of the Energizer stations, and it's kind of a fun little project for myself. And it reminded me of one of the things that I love about Alameda, and if you watched my top 5 things that I love about Alameda, I decided that I would make biking number 6, and then I would then make it a top 10 list. So if you do any kind of video vlogging or video marketing, I'm always looking for something to do that's a little bit more interesting. I initially started this particular video with just this as a backdrop, my garage and my bikes. But when I looked at it again, I thought, man, it's kind of boring. I want to do something a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more interesting. And I love biking in general. Take 3, number 6. Take 10. And so one of the shots that I did in the video, one of our trainers, Stacy, asked me how did I do that shot. So I'm going to get to that. But first, the beginning, I wanted to give kind of like a little teaser about what the video is about. And so I have my camera on a tripod, and I just rode around and shot shots of front of my bike and me pedaling to cut that together to make it kind of interesting. And then the next phase of it was me riding with the camera looking at me and talking while I'm riding, and I'll show you how I did that shot. And so what I did was I have a little Lumix LX10. It's a really great camera. It shoots 4K, although I didn't shoot this in 4K. And I tried out various things. I actually have a very nice gimbal, but what I came up with is zip tying a tripod to the back of my wife's rack, Mila. She actually appears in the video as well. And then I have the camera angled up. And the other wonderful thing about this camera is that I can control it from an app on my phone. So I can sit back on my bike. I have the phone mounted right here, and I can hit record, and I can see the framing. So all I had to do was stay a set distance away from her. And we tried out here in the streets before we went down by the bike path. Just stayed a set distance away so that I was in the frame the way I wanted, and I got that shot. Now, I'm always looking for ways to maximize the time that I'm going to be shooting, so as a little backup and to possibly give me another point of view, I also had her wearing a helmet that had a GoPro aimed backwards. I didn't really use those shots. I didn't like them as much. So one of the trickier aspects of this was getting clean audio, because I'm actually using the audio that I'm while I'm riding the bike. So as I've said many times, bad audio will ruin your video better than bad visuals. And so what I've been using very successfully is a tiny little recording device. This is a little Sony, and I had a little lavalier microphone that was clipped to my t-shirt. Needless to say, when you're riding a bike, you're generating wind. It can be windy in Alameda here anyways. Now, things that I love about Alameda is biking. So it's very important. I have these little wind muffs that I put over the microphone that I clip to my shirt. You might see a little fuzzy ball if you look at that video carefully. And this cut out the sound. I made sure to test this before I went out on the cycle track, rode around here on the streets. So that is how I did this video. And before real estate, I was a photographer and filmmaker. And just like in real estate, it's about problem solving. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.